Woman Jacket Kirp, everyone. This whole piece is Nerm, what we call Port Phillip Bay in Bunbudang language. So where we are situated, we're around about here, and on the Guernsey, you'll see the meeting place and campfire of where yous are situated. This is right here. This is where you do your Nyagi ceremonial dance. Yous are dancing together as brothers and going out and playing as a team. I suppose you're going out to war as warriors as well on the court to win that game. Our country runs from Werribee River, which is around about here, comes around this massive big bay that we call Nerm. I'll get you all to say Nerm. Now there's strong culture and songlines that come into our country from the Wurundjeri, which we are part of a greater nation which is called the Kulin Nation, which make up 5 language groups. There's something on here that you can see is these are kangaroo prints. These are kangaroos tracking, so you've got your 2 prints and the tail, as they bounce, it whacks down in the ground, so that's what that line is. Also got emu. So why those footprints are in the bay there is the story of the bay 10,000 years ago used to be a big hunting ground for all our Bunbudang people, and it had plenty full of Guyam, which is our kangaroo, had plenty full of Barramal, which is our emu, had also plenty full of our possum, which we call Wulur, and then we had a plant that grew around our shorelines and on our country, which was a big part of our stable diet, which was known as yam daisy, but we call that in our language Murnong. Before those rows, and this was a recorded history from the first Europeans that actually landed in Melbourne. It was recorded over here in Hobson's Bay under a meeting tree that our people, Bunbudang people, but also the Europeans actually met under, and they still meet under that there today. So it was the first recordings of our elders telling that story to the Europeans of how the Great Bay rose. And it was that our people weren't getting along, and our creator, who you might have heard of, which will be travelling on your Guernseys, he's the wedge-tailed eagle, biggest bird of prey, the strongest bird up there watching upon us. And something that we ask of all people in our country, and that is to respect our bupup. Bupups are our children, so you've got to respect our children on our country with the Bunbudang, and also respect our Bik Burunga. Bik Burunga means land and country, and in doing so, our creator Bunjil will give you safe passage over our country. The colours that I've used here are from our water. The yellow represents our shorelines, the shorelines of the sand, but also our ochre. When you've seen our dancers and performers, we put paint on. That paint is ochre, it comes from our country, and it's about us connecting to that country when we perform and dance in ceremony. Something I'm going to ask you, all you players individually, I'm sure that you get out for a walk here and there on country. Please go and grab a gum leaf. We have 3 plants that are significant to us Bunbudang people, and one of the gum leaves is a significant passport for on our country. So go and pick one, carry one with you while next week when you represent our Indigenous people on this country, and for your game to give you safe passage. Our culture is one of the oldest living cultures in the world. So when you wear this, wear it with pride. The ancestor spirits will be out there with you and protecting you while you're playing. So always connecting to that. Thank you, Woman Jack, everyone, and